Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Compassionate Light Healing and Guidance Hour. I'm your host, Catharine Hahn, and I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. So for those who are new to me, my name is Catharine Hahn, and I'm an angelic healer as well as a spiritual teacher and coach and an angelic channel. So I hope that, as we continue to, be in this wonderful time where, we get to, spend more time with our families as we focus more on what it is that we're meant to do and discover who it is that we truly are, that we're able to really learn more and more about ourselves. And we are now in May. So, in May is, I had discussed last week, it's going to be a wonderful month when it comes to celebrating ourselves and how far we've come. So that's why we are starting this new series on the amazing you. So if you are needing some guidance or would like to chat about the topic or the energy that you're feeling, be sure to give me a call at 714-816-4628, and don't forget to press 1 on that keypad so that you can be live on air with me. So let's start off with the energy of this week. So, let's do a little bit of a preview. So last week I had mentioned about what to expect when it comes to this month's energy. And we have Archangel Jophiel, who will be with us throughout this month to help us to really celebrate ourselves, to help us to truly understand that we have come so far and we've learned so much, and we've grown, and we've really, come to really see that transformation within us. So, this month is going to be about really, seeing that and being proud of who it is that we are and how far we've come, within the last few weeks and the last few months and even, the last couple of years, to really see just how much we've grown. And so, when we go through this growth, it's important for us to really see just how far we've come so that we can raise our vibrations and to continue to help us to see that power that we have within us, to discover even more of what it is that we can do and just that power that we have. So this week we have, on top of Archangel Jophiel being with us throughout this week, we also have Archangel Raziel this week joining us, as well as Archangel Uriel. So they'll be here to help us to understand just how much of that power that we do have. And so it's going to be important for us to really look at that and focus on that because, there are going to be energies that we feel from the outside world still, with all of this that's going on with a pandemic and all the different fears that may be going on with others. So it's going to be really important for us to focus on who it is that we really, who we truly are and how far we've come. So just a minute here. So we have really come a long way, and we have just been through so much during this time that what the archangels really want us to see is that there's so much that we can do, so much that we're meant to do. And during this time of the pandemic, we've been able to see how it is that we can, change our perspectives and change the way that we do certain things when it comes to work, when it comes to our personal lives with our families. So all of these different things were being shown so that we can see that we are meant to do so much more, that we can do anything that we truly want to do. So this week, they're having us to focus more on them so that we can raise our vibrations. Because as we raise our vibrations, we're able to understand more and more of what our next steps are. When we clear out fears, and we've been doing that the last few weeks and months, clearing out the fears and letting go of those things that no longer serve us, we're able to see more and more of who it is that we are, what it is that we're really meant to do, what it is that our purpose is, so that we can really move forward. Whether it is, switching jobs or starting a career that is more you. And when it comes to with your families, is there something that you need to really switch so that it fits more, it fits you. It really, says more about you. So, we're going to talk a little bit more about that as we go into the topic today. But it's really going to be important for us to really see that and discover and see that wisdom that we have within us. So the last few weeks, we've been really doing this inner work and understanding more of what it is that we're meant to do, who it is that we are, and those things that no longer are, who it is that we aren't anymore. And now it's going to be important for us, because we've done this releasing, to really fill ourselves with those things that we're meant to do. So raising our vibrations by looking at what it is that we've done and how it is that we've grown, and to really celebrate ourselves, to really, say to ourselves, wow, I didn't expect, during this time to really grow, to really transform into this person that it feels more like myself. And so all of that stuff that comes in, it's going to be important for us to really see, and how it is that our minds have changed when it comes to our mindsets, to see that more of that abundance mindset that we've grown into and we've learned when it comes to understanding that we are abundant beings, and that we are meant to do anything that we truly desire, what it is that we're really passionate about. So really looking at those things this week is going to be important for us, because we're still going to be feeling this universal energy, or the earthly energy right now, of this fear coming in, and because of this pandemic. So it's going to be important for us to really do that focus within, and and focus on ourselves, focus on how far we've come and how much we've learned. So that is the energy that's coming in this week. There's going to be, I encourage you to notice if there's any fears still coming in, and any of the, whether it's judgments or insecurities, if they're coming in, to kind of take a step back and see why it is that's coming in, what it is that's coming in, why and where it stems from, and to be able to switch that energy so that you could, really focus on you. If these insecurities are coming in or any judgments are coming in, to really see it in a way that is more focused on yourself and what it is that you're meant to take out of those thoughts that are coming in, and to understand that you are meant for more and that you are amazing, that you can do those things that you're truly meant to do and achieve those goals that you're truly meant to achieve. So that is the energy that's coming in. So in a nutshell, it is going to be about really focusing on you and seeing how far you've come. So we're going to start out this month in that way so that we can really raise our vibration. So if you are tuning in and would love to share what it is that you have accomplished, what it is that you have seen in yourself when it comes to growth, I would love for you to share that with us. So, be sure to give me a call at 714-816-4628, and don't forget to press 1 on that keypad. All right. So before we move on to the topic, I would like to actually, you know what? We're going to start with this topic really quickly before I take any calls. And we're going to start with, I'm doing this series on the Amazing You because, not only because of this energy that's coming in from the angels, this month of, celebrating ourselves and really looking at how much we've accomplished. But this is also going to be helping us to really step into the rest of this year. We're almost at the halfway point of this year. And the rest of this year, we're really meant to, move, forward with those things that we're really meant to do. If you are being asked to create this new career or to really do things in a different way, to help us, to first raise our vibrations, because it's going to help us to understand what it is that's coming in when it comes to this energy, when it comes to what it is that we need to be clear on, when it comes to who it is that we truly are, so that we can really, clear out the old, clear out those things that are not who it is that we are, and to make way so that we can really step out of our comfort zones, so that those fears won't keep us from procrastinating and from really doing those things that we're really meant to do, especially as we start to come out of this quarantine, as we start to come out of this pandemic and all of this, that all the fears that's going around, as we really start to open up again. When it comes to the society, it's going to be in this new energy where we're meant to do things in a new way, so we can really, take charge of who it is that we are and be in this power that we are meant to be. And so, I want us to really start to look at what it is that that we've seen in ourselves. And there's one example that I do want to share when it comes to my own life, so that it'll help all of you to really see and be in this energy of really seeing how far that you've come. And so one of those things that that I've seen for myself when it comes to my own life and my family is when it comes to working with my children. So my children have had to, be at home, study at home, do a virtual school at home. And one of the things that I never thought I could really do was to really teach my children, when it comes to schooling at home. I've never seen myself, doing a homeschool. And so this whole situation has really helped me to see that, I'm able to, even though I have, these three children who are, very energetic, and they all have, all three of them have different personalities and different ways of learning, that I was able to really be there for them, to help them to understand, how to learn, and to also be able to see how it is that they learn individually. So, if they were still in school, it would have been hard for me to really see what their learning style was. And even though, after they would come home, I'd help them with their homework and things like that. This whole situation has really made me see how it is that how they're very different when it comes to their learning styles. Whether it's they're more of a listener or they're more of a writer. It's really helped me to see just how different they are when it comes to their learning styles. And then also to really help me to change the way that I see them when it comes to their school, and what it is that they're able to learn, what it is that they're able to really pick up, and really be able to help them in a way that's going to be really helpful for them. And so in that sense, I was able to learn and discover, who it is that I am when it comes to being that teacher for them and being there to help them with their school. And so, in that sense, that is what I've learned and what I'm proud of when it comes to helping my children to become more of who it is that they're meant to be. And that's an example of what it is, we should really be able to see when it comes to being proud of ourselves, and to, seeing the different perspectives, and how it is that we're really, meant to raise our vibrations, how it is that we're meant to see, how much we've grown and how much we've transformed. So, with this situation with my children, I have been able to learn and really, understand that I can help them in more of that capacity, that I'm able to, teach them in a way that they were being taught at school, and, really expand my own mindset in that I can help them in this way as well. So if you'd like to share what it is that you've learned, what it comes to when it comes to the energy that you're feeling, or any guidance that you need, be sure to give me a call at 714-816-4628, and don't forget to press 1 on that keypad. All right, so let's go ahead and take a call. So we have here, let's see, caller, area code 845. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Maria. I call from New York. I got a question.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Yes.
I got a
I'm
question.
good, thank you.
I got a tenant
go ahead.
that live in my house. They did something they're not supposed to do. Got on a contract. Now I want her to leave. She never no place to go. You think is she gonna go or she gonna stay? Please.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
Okay. I got a tenant that live in my house, the lady. You understand me? So the lady, they do something, they put a washing machine they're not supposed to do it. So now she don't want to take her away. You think she going to stay in a house or she going to leave it?
So you received, what did you receive?
No. I got a tenente, lady, they live in my house. You got it? You understand?
Okay. So you have a tenant that lives in your house.
Right. So she buy the, what's the name, the washing machine and dry. She not told me nothing. I even got on the contract. Now I don't want to she put it on. I don't know now. Is she going to stay or she going to leave it? What do you think?
Well, what I'm seeing is that I want to. I guess I'm a little bit. I'm not quite getting an answer when it comes to this situation, but what I'm seeing is that there's more to this. There's something. There is. There's more to this story. So what else is going on with this tenant?
She put in the washing machine and dry, and she not told me nothing. They don't have any contract. She's not supposed to put it on. She not in a packet the car in the driveway, like she's all alone. You know, little things that they bother. Let's say anybody come in with the car, they can park in my driveway. She can park it just her and the friend. So now, I don't know if I got let it stay because I don't get about the park. But to make a, dry all inside the house, I put a washing machine, I dry, electric. She wants to pay, so we look at the bill, how much you pay. Electric, they cost a lot of money to the dry and everything else. Whatever I want, or she stay like that, or nothing, or she leave it. That's how I say, ask you. You think is she going to listen? Is she going to stay? Or is she going to go?
Okay, so this is actually more, you have more of this, more control over here on this, with
right,
this situation.
I guess, of course.
Yes. So it's really going to be, and Archangel Samuel is stepping forward as well as Archangel Raphael. And what I'm seeing is that it's going to be really important for you to see that power that you have with this situation. So what is it that you truly want from this situation? What do you want to happen in this situation? Because what I do see is if things keep going the way it's going without really understanding that you have the power here to control this situation, things are going to run more out of control. So it's really going to be important for you to get rid of the fears that are coming in with this person. So there's a lot of different fears coming in, and these doubts coming in. If you let this person go, if you let this person stay. So it's really going to be important for you to see what it is that, why it is that you're fearing, taking that control and, really doing that thing that you really are truly meant to do. So, I want you to look at that. What is it that is making you afraid of letting this person go, if you really want to let this person go? Or what is it that, what other things are coming in, when it comes to, because I do feel that there's a lot of different things that have happened in the past with this person as well. So, what's keeping you from really doing what it is that you really truly want to do in this situation? That's really
Whatever I want
keeping
to
you
do
from.
it, she stayed the way it is. Come in the month, you pay the month. That's it. I don't want you do a washing machine and dry. I'm the boss, not you. I was talking to her at night. She not told me nothing. My daughter knows she go downstairs in the morning. We don't know nothing about it. She want to be the boss. Yesterday I told her, I'm the boss, not you.
Okay.
I'm afraid. And she told me where she living, she was stay 12 years. They think that was nice and not nice. I come to you, you say she did a lot of things and a pace. Maybe the people that get tired, they throw them out. I get it. You follow me?
You know what? Yes, you know what it is that you need to, and what I'm seeing is it is time for a change. So it's really important for you to really step into. Yeah. So it's really important for you to really step into this situation. Talk to this person on what it is that you really want, and make that change happen. Because what was that?
She want to make it scare me. I don't be afraid of her.
Yes,
you want to get in my power.
Yes, you have that power to do this. So
right,
it's
right.
Your tenant. It's
right
in your court. So it's really important for you to tell her outright what it is that you really want. If you don't want her to, put those machines in, then you have to tell her outright. Not being afraid of what it is that she's going to do.
Right. And I want to give it the security back because I broke the lease and they make a wall to connect the water, the dry, the machine. We don't know. I don't know nothing about it. You understand?
So it's going to be really important for you to tell her, what it is that you're expecting, and not be afraid to tell her that, and not be afraid to be upfront, and to make sure that she understands what it is that you really want, because it's going to affect you. It's going to affect, how it is.
Yeah, that's about me. I should make a favor.
But you can't be afraid to talk to her and tell her exactly what it is that you want.
And when I'm right, I'm not afraid to talk. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But when I'm right, somebody got to apologize to me. I'm afraid. She not like it, she'll leave it right now. I'm going to tell her tonight or tomorrow. No, that's the way it is.
But when it comes to whether she's leaving or not, that's
right.
on her. You shouldn't have to worry about that. That's something that she needs to come to terms with. And so, to really focus on what it is that you need to tell her and what it is that is on your heart, to share what, to really just share all of that. And then it's up to her on what it is that she does. And to know that, that's something that you can't control. It's in then her own power, whether she goes or not. And then to know whatever happens, that it's going to happen. Everything happens for a reason, and you know this. So, whatever happens.
I like you. I like you very much. I like it the way you talk about it. Very nice.
Well, I know that everything will happen in the way that it's supposed to, and just
it's a reason. You're right. That's us Italian people. That's what we say. You are Italian too, or no? Listen, I got another little question. You can answer me back. It's about my daughter.
Okay.
You can
Okay. And so what's going on with your daughter?
My daughter, is she going to work good? They name me the guy Paul.
So what
Every
I'm
job,
seeing.
right?
So is this a job that she really loves doing?
Right.
Or is it a job that she's doing because that she has the skills because she knows how to do it and she's been doing it?
Right. My daughter, she like to do the job, but she like to work with him. I don't know if they're going to call or not.
Mm-hmm.
You think it is a Paul, they're going to look for my daughter working together?
Well, when it comes to, I actually want to encourage her to give me a call when she has time because I'm more focused right now on you and what it is because what I'm seeing for you is that you're worried about everyone else. You're always taking care of other people and trying to do things for other people, but it's really important for you to focus on you. And that's what I'm seeing when it comes to Archangel Samuel and Archangel Raphael. That's really important for you to focus on your life and doing those things that you really love to, your energy. When we do those things that we're meant to do, what we are, we follow our hearts and our soul's calling, everything else starts to fall into place. And so, I want, so, I want you to, when's the last time you've really done something that you truly love to do?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice talking to you. I hope another time I call you. Thank you.
That sounds great. I hope you have a wonderful week.
Thank you. God bless. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right. So let's go to, and actually, right before we go to our next caller, let's go ahead and see what it is that's coming up on Psychic Talk Network. So we have, let's see here, on Friday, May 8th, we have, actually no show. The doctors are in. We'll be back on May 15th. So be sure to tune in then. And on Saturday, hosts Mary Brown and Dax Carlisle will be back. Actually, they'll be back on the 16th on Saturday. And then, but on Sunday, we have the Magic Universe show with host Shona Rapsy, and she will be talking about magic of coloring mandalas with guest Athena Dugan. So be sure to tune in with them, and she'll also be doing open lines and tarot mini reads. So be sure to tune in on Sunday with them. And then I will be back next week for part 2 of our Amazing You series. So we're going to keep talking about celebrating ourselves, celebrating you throughout this month so that we can really raise that vibration and really get that clarity that we are meant for. And then, be sure to tune in next week because our shows will be back on the 15th and 16th. The doctors are in and the Tarot radio show. So they'll be back then. So let's go ahead and take the next caller. So we have caller, area code 610. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Catherine. We've talked a couple times before. This is Tat from Pennsylvania.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good.
So going on?
When I have a couple questions. First is when I don't know, like when I play chess or like any like mental thing, like especially like games like chess or Sudoku or like the foreign language learning, like after like a couple or few or 5 or 10, I don't know, after like very little playing, like my head starts hurting. I don't know what's wrong. Is it like my crown chakra opening or what is it?
Well, what I'm saying is I do have Archangel Raphael stepping forward for you. And what I'm seeing is that you're doing a lot of these things to help when it comes to who it is that you are. But to know that you don't really need those things at that point. So there's what they're showing me is there's some things that are what they're telling me is procrastination, and it's not a bad thing when we say the word procrastination, but a lot of times that comes in because we're not seeing those things that we're really meant to see within us, and so we kind of set aside those things that we're meant to do and do something else to keep us kind of occupied and to keep us from really stepping out of our comfort zones and doing those things that we're meant to do. So what they're showing me is that you do get these headaches because, they want you to really do those things that that you're meant to do, that you're stopping yourself from doing. So, when it comes to meditation, when it comes to doing some journaling, to understand what it is that that's within, that you need to see when it comes to lessons, when it comes to your gifts. And so, that's why, some of the headaches that you're experiencing is coming in because the angels and your guides really want to talk to you. They want to, spend time with you and communicate with you. But instead, you're doing these other things that are keeping you from really doing those things that you're meant to do. So if that makes sense.
Talking to my spirit, when I try automatic handwriting or typing automatically, like, I don't know, it feels very draining. It can go for a little bit and then it starts being draining, or like, I don't know, it just feels bad when I don't know, continue.
Okay, so that actually then means that you're not really communicating with. You're letting ego stand in the way, because whenever it comes to communicating with our angels and when it comes to our guides, it shouldn't be draining. It should not feel that way. It should feel it should flow, and it should be more of you should actually be getting energy as you're doing automatic writing. So, if you're feeling drained, it's a lot of so if you're doing journaling, if you're doing automatic writing, it's actually more the journaling that you're doing, those things that you need out of your mind to get on paper. So that's probably why it's draining, because you're getting all the stuff that you need to release and to heal come out. But when it comes to automatic writing, it's I want to have you to do some meditating first before you attempt automatic writing, because then you'll actually be able to connect with your guides and the angels. And then you'll really be able to just write as it flows. And when it flows, it shouldn't be draining. It should be where you're receiving this higher vibration, feeling more energy, more renewed sense of feeling. And so, when's the last time you did that or tried that?
Yeah, I do. I do slow breathing meditation.
So when's the last time you tried writing and your automatic writing?
What? The last time I tried it?
Mm-hmm.
Um, maybe like a couple days or yesterday or something. Yesterday morning. It was okay.
So
I don't know.
So when you're writing, does it take you a while to get anything down?
No, it comes out right away.
Okay, so what I want you to do is keep trying this but I want when it comes to automatic, so it's going to be important for you to first dump out all the things that you need to release. So, when it comes, when you journal out everything, all the worries, everything that's coming to your mind, even your feelings and emotions as you're doing this. So, that's not quite automatic writing, but, then after you've done that brain dump, after you've done the writing and all those feelings that come in that are not who it is that you are, all the fears that come in, writing all that down, then I want you to do that meditation, that breathing that you're doing, but also inviting the angels and your guides to come in to help you through the process, to help you to understand what it is that you need to see when it comes to the messages, when it comes to seeing it in a new way, a new perspective. So I hope that makes sense. Okay? So once you do that, then I want you to go back to what it is that's on your paper, and then really kind of notice what it is that comes in when it comes to your heart as well as in your mind after you've done this meditation, and then start writing again. And it should just flow, but it has to do with what it is that you wrote the first time around to help you to see, where these fears stem from, where the doubts stem from, and what it is, how it is that you need to see it in a new way, and also how it is that you're meant to move forward. What it is that you're meant to do, what it is that you need to see, and those things that you really need to do. But it's going to be also important for you to not let ego step in when you do that. Your ego is going to be the one that tells you can't do something, you're not good enough in some way. All those, that needs to, be to step back so that you can, really be into this automatic writing and really be able to communicate with your angels and guides. So if that makes sense.
Catherine, I'm sorry. While you were talking, I had some visions. I caught everything after you said perspective, but what did you say about the perspective?
So after you've done the writing on fears and doubts, to see, so when it comes to angels, they help us to see things in a new way. So that, to see it in a new perspective, and when it comes to our mindset, to help us to see that, those things that you are feeling, those fears that are coming in, the first to understand that it's not who it is that you are. It's not who it is that you truly are. And they're going to be able to help you to see it in a way that is going to help you to learn the lessons from them.
Catherine, I feel like I have more energy when I do like a one-sided like talk. My cat Meow Meow just died, and somebody else's cat died. like pretended her cat was a friend, and I was like, its name was Bam Bam. I was like, Bam Bam, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. Like I just keep talking like they're a friend, and like just waiting for no response, and I felt more energetic. Like so, I tried that with my cat. Like pray to him. I set up an altar, and I just kneel there and like just say it without waiting for a response. It feels way better than just like no more draining.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, that actually has to do. Can you do that with other animals that are actually alive too?
I do sometimes, like when I feel bored or feel like it, I just when my other cat was alive, and also this now the other cat, Mimi, also is still here, but sometimes I can just keep talking up a storm, mentioning up their name, and it's just one-sided, just like talking, but addressing them, saying their name a lot.
Mhm. And can you understand what it is that they're feeling and what it is that they're trying to communicate with you with?
My cats just, look at me when sometimes they look at me when I'm talking, or if I'm like walking around while talking to them, like they just look out the window or turn their head to look at me when I come over and talk. I'm still talking up a storm while walking around. Like I don't know. They look like calm and attentive and friendly and caring,
Mhm.
trusting.
But okay, so I want you to really look into this even more when it comes, because I do feel that there is a gift you have when it comes to with animals, but it doesn't have to be one way. So what I do feel that you do have the sense with them that you can kind of feel what it is that they're feeling, but you need to look into it even more. Like really do some practicing when it comes to working with animals, because I do see you being able to do that. Working, communicating with animals, working with them. So, I want to encourage you to do that. And I know that I've talked to your cats before, and other animals. So, I want to encourage you to, really discover that, discover more of yourself through that. Because I think you're going to discover a lot more you can do with it.
So you're saying I have like a gift with animals?
Yes. So, because, um, that's what I am seeing. So I want you to continue to, discover that, to really practice that, but not just one way. See what it is that you can pick up when it comes to from the animal.
I was wondering whether my boyfriend Chris and I would end up happy together and actually be together.
So when it comes to your relationship, I do see there's a lot going on there when it comes to Archangel Samuel stepping forward, and there's a lot that. Have you been in other relationships before?
Um, very almost like tiny bits and pieces. Like this is the most intense and the longest running, I guess.
Mhm. Okay. But what I feel is that there's a lot of different feelings that you're feeling that doesn't feel right to you. Is that what's going on right now?
You mean with myself or with my boyfriend?
Yeah, how you those things that you're feeling with, actually both.
Oh.
Hmm.
There's just a little bit flaws here and there, but the positivity is still there. The attraction's still there, and I see both sides. I see I see the strength that we both have, and I see the flaws and kind of uh kind of suspicious flaws, shady flaws.
You mean the red flags?
just just being a person in general, like especially our habits, but I'm trying
Mhm.
to grow and learn and improve.
Okay. So, Archangel Samuel is stepping forward for you because he wants you to really work on self-love for yourself, to really see what it is that, um, you're meant to do and focus on um, loving yourself fully. And, that's why he's really stepping in. And as you do that, you're going to see that there's some power that was given away to him, and it's going to be important for you to see that you need to bring that power back to you. So, do some work when it comes to with the angels, with Archangel Samuel, as well as Archangel Raphael, on some things from their past, when it comes to childhood, and see where it all stems from, because you're going to see that there is a correlation with that, and it's going to help you to really understand that, you are worth it, you are amazing, and that, um, that you are, meant to really, um, you're meant for a lot more, and you know this. You know this in your head, and but it's really important for you to know it with your whole soul, your whole body, like to really embody it. That you and really have this strong foundation of love for yourself first, to really then be able to really send out that love to others, but in so many different ways when it comes to um, all areas of your life. So, I want you to really focus on you at this point, on what it is that you're meant to do and who it is that you are, loving yourself fully. And then you're going to be able to see a lot of different things when it comes to your relationship with him. And, if it truly is meant for you. So you have a lot of gifts, you have a lot of abilities that's within you, but it's really time for you to really understand that. And it starts with really loving yourself and doing those things that you truly love to do, those things that you are really passionate about, and to really see that within you first. So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I also just remembered sometimes, I ask like the angels and spirit guides like a psychic question that feels more empowering, like that feels a lot like gaining energy. Like if I ask like a number question, they give me like a percentage or choices, between this finger and that, yes or no, like that feels very empowering. So
Hmm.
maybe I'm like meant to do more like psychic stuff or something. I'm trying not to do psychic stuff. I'm trying to like hide away my like magic.
Well, we have to remember that everyone is psychic in some way. So you may not call it psychic, but we all have these abilities. We're all intuitive. We're all empathic to some degree, and we all have these gifts to some degree. Whether it's being able to see, with your mind. When we For instance, when you see a tree outside and you close your eyes and you still picture that tree, you're actually using your senses there. So we have to remember that we all have these abilities, but you may not call it that, and you don't have to call it that. You don't have to call yourself psychic. But to know that we do all have these abilities and we all have these gifts, but it's about practicing them and using them in the way that we're meant to use them. So I want you to not let the whole word psychic, deter you from doing those things that you're meant to do, and seeing yourself in a way with these gifts and abilities. I really believe that everyone has, we have feelings, and so some people are more claircognizant, or being able to see with your mind, this clairvoyance. So all of these different things, we're really being able to hear, if you're, and especially feeling is a big one for a lot of people. We're all able to feel into, whether someone is sad or someone is happy. That's all part of those senses that we have, those psychic senses, but you may not necessarily call it that. So if that makes sense.
Like, what kind of gifts do you see me having? Not just like psychic gifts, because I don't really know what gifts I have, but I did hear a couple of people, like one person said I have the gift of communication, and you said I have the gift of animals. Do you see like other gifts?
You do, but what they're telling me is that it's going to be important for you to discover that for yourself. So it's really important to do the journaling. It's important to do the meditating, and to really see what it is that, and also what it is that you're passionate about, what it is that you truly desire to do to help other people, to make an impact in this world. That all ties together with your gifts and abilities. So, to keep working on yourself, and and it's really going to be important first to let go and to heal from these fears, the limiting beliefs, and the doubts that come in, because it clouds us from being able to really be able to see clearly on what it is that we're meant to see about ourselves, who it is that we truly are. So I hope that makes sense.
Yes. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Catharine.
You are very welcome. I hope you have a wonderful week.
Catharine, are you on Facebook?
Yes. So if you go to psychictalk.net/Catharine, it's spelled Catharine. I have a few links there that I'm in. I have different platforms, and I do have a Facebook page where you can go there, and if you need to contact me, you can do that there. I also do have channel messages on there as well that I post, as well as the weekly energy, and channeled guidance also there.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Thank you so much, Catharine.
You are very welcome. Hope you have a wonderful week.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. And let's go to our last caller here. We have area code 559. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Evelyn. How are you?
Good. Hi, Evelyn. How are you and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from California. I'm doing fine, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm great, thank you. So how can I help you today?
You have a very soothing voice, by the way. Just want to let you know that. Just wanted to know what the angels want me to know, something I could improve on in my life, or anything that they feel it's for me to know at the moment.
Yes, so I have Archangel Raphael as well as Archangel Gabriel stepping forward for you. And what they're showing me is that you have these amazing abilities, you have these amazing gifts that I'm seeing when it comes to communication, when it comes to just how loving you are. And, you know, and you're meant to make this impact in this world in a big way, using the passions that you have. But what right now is coming in are some fears and doubts that tell you that you can't do it, but it has to do with things from your past. So when it comes to childhood and from teachers, what they've told you that have kind of hindered you from really stepping into who it is that you truly are. And so, I want to encourage you to work with Archangel Raphael especially, but also Archangel Gabriel, because you do have this gift of communicating and writing that is going to be important in the work that you do. So what kind of work do you do right now?
I'm a teacher.
Oh, awesome.
And I've been thinking about writing a book, and the only thing that stops me is myself thinking I'm not good enough. I joined a page on Facebook, a writing page, and I would say I'm okay, but then when I see others writing, I think fear. I'm like, whoa, mine's not at their level yet. So I just kind of discouraged myself, but I told myself, no, I'm good enough as well, so I'm just going to do it. And I just have to make myself do it.
Yes. So, those fears are coming in because of things from your childhood. So it's going to be important for you to kind of look back and see where it stems from, where it's coming from, and to, always remember that, yes, you are good enough, and you have your special way of writing, and you have a way of communicating so that you can reach those people that you're meant to reach. We have to remember that we're not meant for everyone. We're not, and we're not meant to write, in the same way, the next person that we see does. We have our special ways of doing it. And I know that you know this because you are a teacher, so you have your ways of teaching as well. So to remember that even when it comes to your writing, you have your unique way of writing, which is going to reach those people that you're meant to reach. So to remember that as you work on yourself, work through these fears that are coming in, but you have this great gift of, being able to reach others with the love that you have, with your passions that you have. And, one of your passions is teaching, which is wonderful that you're doing that. And, I also want to say that, I commend you for being a teacher because, I am not 3 kids at home and I'm trying to teach them and, it's not easy. So, I commend you for, all that you've done and all that you do. But
I
to know
commend other
that
people in other professions. I don't think I could do what other people do. I'm like, how do they do it? So I think, we're all meant to do what we enjoy.
Yes. And, through this, pandemic too, we're all learning more about who it is that we are and what it is that we can do. And so, I want to encourage you to keep writing. It doesn't have to look a certain way. And it doesn't have to be in a certain way. But just, as it flows, as it just comes to you to just write, whether it's typing or writing it, with your hands, however it is that you do it, to just put it out there because, it's going to come out and, later on you can always revise it in a way, in a way that's going to work for you. But for now, at the beginning process, it's just important for you to, bring out all the information that comes out, that flows out of you. So I hope that makes sense.
It does. It does. It really does. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Was there anything else that I could help you with?
The love department area is something that I've always, for years, said I need to work on, and I want to work on it. And I've attracted males that were not suitable for me. And I'm 37, so I'm at an age where I've never been married. I've never had children, where I'm ready for that. And I hope, I really do hope that this is the year, even though with the quarantine and all, I'm like, how's that going to work to meet the person? But, things eventually will go back to normal. Just want to see if that's on the works. A good companion, eventually, a good faithful man.
So this also does have to do with the fears and doubts that are coming in. And so it's really important for you to, really understand that you are meant for love. You're a loving person, but also you are meant to receive that love too. And to remember that we're abundant in all ways. So it's going to be important for you to, work on that strong foundation of loving who it is that you are, who it is that you truly are in all areas of your life. And to let go of those limiting beliefs that come in that your, adults have told you as you were growing up that are not who it is that you are. So it's, that a feeling of that you're not good enough in some way. It's really important for you to work on that so that you can have that strong foundation. Also, then, to work on doing those things that you truly love to do. As a teacher, I know that you're very busy and you're always taking care of other people and always there for other people. But it's really important for you to be there for yourself and fill that energetic cup up of yourself first, because if we are not filling ourselves, no one else is going to do that for us. And when we don't fill ourselves, we tend to burn out. We tend to get stressed. That's all signs for us, letting us know that it's time for us to really fill those energetic cups of ours. Okay. So, to do those things that you love to do, do those things that, are you a painter or do any drawing, any creative work that way?
I've bought a lot of art painting supplies, and I do like to paint. I'm not the best, but it's something that I enjoy to do. So I was thinking I should paint this week. I was thinking about it. I have all the paint and the brushes, so I was thinking about doing that sometime this week.
Awesome.
It's just, I don't like I'm a social creature, and I feel like I want some of my friends to be painting along with me.
Well, you can always do that through Zoom or, you can still. I know, it's not. It really isn't. But, I want to encourage you to go outside. Take your sketchbook or easel, take it outside and just start painting. Use whatever colors really comes to you. And, just start, it doesn't have to look a certain way. It doesn't have to be about something or, you don't have to draw something or paint something specific, but just to have the paint on there, going with your moods, going with what it is that you see, because I do see that you are clairvoyant. Are you able to really be able to picture things?
In my dream times, I'm able to.
In your dreams, in your mind.
Yes, I'm able to see things in color and as if I were there. I've told myself, I feel like I've been at different places very vividly. I've had that happen a lot where I just feel like I told my friend, I felt like I was dead for a second and traveled and saw. There was an occasion that happened not so long ago where I thought I was dead because I told my friend I saw everyone I went to strangers' homes, and I felt like in my dream, and I vividly heard conversations, saw things going on, and I thought to myself, am I dead? Is this what happens to dead people? And then I woke up, and I just couldn't believe what I had experienced. So, and then my friend looked at me, and she's like, well, she didn't look at me, but she thought, like, that's odd. It was obviously a dream. I'm like, but it was so surreal that I don't know if I did really travel, my spirit traveled, and I saw these things.
Yes, I do see that. Yeah, you're really able to be there. You're able to do all these things, and some of it is where you are meant to go. Where you're meant to to really go to, even when it comes to traveling yourself. So, whenever you see these things, whenever you see these visions, to, put it down on paper, to, paint, with that, whatever it is that you see, whatever really comes to you. So, when you, see a blank page, whether it's canvas or a sketchbook, what is it that you're seeing, before you put anything down? And then to just start with that.
Okay. That'd be fun.
All right.
I never thought about doing that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And then, share it with, your friends. And yes, it may not be the same as being there with them, but, at least you can share with them what it is that you did, and, they'll be able to share with you as well, and just, have those chats and, whatever you did together with your friends, just do it virtually. So.
Well, thank you.
You are very welcome. I hope you have a wonderful week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, so we are past the hour, but, before I close out today, I first want to, thank everyone for calling. And, for those out there listening, we are all amazing. We all have these gifts and abilities that we have, that we've come here to really use, with our passions and our desires. And it's really important for us to really follow that. What is it that our soul longs to do? What is it that, your heart is really calling you to do? And it's all there within us. It's about listening to that. It's about understanding that, we are all abundant. We're all provided for. But it's important for us to really step out of our comfort zones and to do those things that we are being called to do. So, this month is about really celebrating us, celebrating just how amazing you are and all those gifts that you have. So, and the last few weeks and months, we've really done that, focusing and looking inward on what it is that we're passionate about and what it is that we need to do, what it is that we need to do in order to step out of our comfort zones and to be there for others, to serve others, to make an impact in this world. So to really sit down then and clear out those fears, because when it comes to doing something new, we're always going to have those fears come up. We're going to have these fears saying, oh, I don't know if I could do it, or an ego steps those fears. But to know that if it is something that you really want to do, we're always provided for it. It's always going to be there for us to step into. It's just about taking that step, going out of our comfort zones, taking that next step that the divine is showing us, and then to actually do it and to actually just step out and to trust and have faith that the divine, because it's meant for us to do, they're going to provide for us. They're going to give us everything that we need in order to make that happen, to achieve those goals, and to step into our purpose. So, we all have that ability to do that. We all have those gifts and those passions. So to really look at what it is that we're meant to do, and also, not to forget that we've accomplished, especially these last few weeks, we've accomplished so much. Now, you've done a lot of things that maybe have been completely new to you. And so to celebrate that and to know that you have that power to be able to do anything that you truly want to do. So I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I will actually have a meditation, not on air today, but I want to encourage you to go to my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Angelic Healer and Teacher Cath, CATH. And I'm going to have a meditation either on there or in my group, and you can find the group on my page. And I'm going to have a meditation that's going to help us to really raise our vibrations. That's going to really help us to be in this energy that we're meant for in May, in this lighter energy that is coming in, energy that's going to help us to really move forward, to really help us to step out of our comfort zones, and to really do those things that we're truly meant to do. So if you don't remember the Facebook page, you can go to psychictalk.net/Catharine, or just go to psychictalk.net. You'll be able to find the host page and find me on there. And you can find me on Facebook through that way as well. So sending you all lots of love and light. Be sure to join me next week as we continue our talk on the amazing you, to help us to raise our vibrations, to help us to really step into who it is that we are with our gifts and abilities and our passions, and to really be able to move forward in a way that we're really meant to when it comes to our purpose and achieving our goals. So sending you all so much love and light, and I'm going to talk to you all next week and very, very soon. So bye-bye for now.